Hello everyone, it's the Anime here, and today we're going to be doing a manga chapter review on Boruto chapter 57. So yeah, hit that shit. So basically, where this chapter starts off, we get Code talking to Bug about Ida, and they talk about how Code just wants Bug to release Ida like right now, like just do it. And then Bug just tells him like, hey, do you know what this girl can do? Do you know her powers? And then Code's just like, yeah, she can just see or knows everything in this world, right? And then Bug looks at her and just like, well, not exactly. I don't think you want to do that. Let me explain. And then Code is just like, yeah, no, I don't think I want to wait for that. And just smashes the case open and frees Ida. And when he does that, Bug freaks out like, Code, you bastard, like, what have you done? And then Code says, I'll ask her directly what her abilities are. And then Ida begins to walk out and seemingly ignores Code. And then we cut to the Kage Zoom, yeah. The Kage Zoom Summit. Okay, I am kind of disappointed with this, like a little. Like, come on, could you not set up a meeting somehow? Like, come on. It would have been more epic if it was a meeting instead of a freaking Zoom call, man. It's a freaking Zoom call. But anyhow, basically they're going over Code and what information they know so far from Amato. And as we see here, Code is in the bingo book and his age is 18 years old. So basically Amato just gave him the age and they put him in the bingo book and what he looks like. So yeah, then we get some more information on like them telling about how the Ten Tails is in the Suzuki dimension to the 5 Kage, since they did not know that besides Naruto and the Leaf Village. And then the the Kage from the Hidden Cloud Village brings up the fact like, hey, like, okay, can you really trust Amato? Like, he's giving you all this information, but can you really trust him? Then the Kage is just like, yeah, can you really trust him? Like, he could just be playing games with you to gain your trust so he can stab you in the back later. And obviously they have to bring up this idea because honestly it's a high possibility that Amato is just playing like the joke in a way, or the just setting up a trap for them, as we have also some more set points or points in here that also kind of brings out like, hey, why didn't you use this stuff on Jigen and stuff like that. So then they talk about that, and then Guard brings up the point like, hey, there's something else that we need to discuss here. Naruto, are you willing to kill your own son if it comes down to it? Because Suzuki will be revived in him if we don't find out anything else to do. And then Naruto says to God, like, I am prepared to put down my role as a father and pick up my role as a Hokage and bring down my son and put him down. And then he also mentions like, and Sasuke also said he would do that, which some people are taking like, hey, yo, no, it should be you to take down your son, not Sasuke. And then I think that it's a little misunderstanding that like, because I don't think that there's Naruto singly strong enough to bring down his son, because it took both Naruto and Sasuke to bring down Momoshiki the first time, and now they're both weakened, so it's gonna take both of them definitely to bring them down the second time, if not the other 5 Kage too, even though they didn't really help either. So I think he's just saying it to like, hey, like, yeah, Sasuke's real into too, so we can team up and take down my son if need be. And then we have a flashback, I believe it's a flashback of Amato talking to Naruto and showing him the Hyuga pills, which basically disables the Byakugan's vision and just disables the Byakugan, and also is supposed to suppress Asusuki DNA, which brings up a point that, like, hey, why didn't he use this medicine on Ishiki if he had the chance? Well, he's like modifying Ishiki's body and stuff like that. Like, he had a perfect opportunity, and even if it would kill him, then hey, it just kills Ishiki. We don't have to worry about that no more. The only thing that I could think of is if Ishiki started to become weaker and he noticed, then he would probably link him back to Amato and then have Code kill him or any other member of Kara, because at that point he's weaker than every member of Kara because he's just the scientist dude. Or at least we think he's weaker than every member of Kara, because later in the chapter something gets revealed. And basically Amato brings up like the side effects, like hey, Boruto could lose his vision, which is not the major downside. Like, hey, if that's a possibility, and then you're willing to take that over his death. But also one of the side effects are his death, too. Like, or after long time usage, it could lead to his death. And then Naruto just has a shocked expression and says to Naruto, like, at the end of the day, this is Boruto's choice, not yours. You can present him with it and give him the choice. But either way, he's going to end up dying if he doesn't take the medicine, and he might die if he does. And then Naruto leaves. Basically shows Naruto leaving. And then we get the big old reveal of old Mama Ida. Oh, God. Bro, the character design, oh, damn. Whoop-de-doopity-doo. Ayo, she's over 18 too. Ayo. Was the Rule 21 or something? Ayo. But yeah, we get Ito walking out and just completely ignores Code. And this woman, Ito's fucking badass, does not give a fucking shit about shit, okay? Like, she just walks past Code, and Code tries to stab her, but can't. And it's just like, welp, why can't I stab her? And later we know that, she just taking hearts left, right, and center, baby. And basically, Code just like, hold her right there. You can't even bother with a hello. And then he's like, and then Code's like, hey, if you don't stop, I'm gonna kill you. And then Ida turns around and just says straight to his face, I'd like to see you fucking try, motherfucker. She's on the fucking bad bitch shit. Ayo. And then Code realizes he can't, like, what the fuck's going on? And then Code's like, and then Ida's like, ayo, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, like, I'm a nice person, but, like, I've been asleep for a long time, my breath might smell, you know? So she goes to, fix her breath and just clean up a little bit in the restroom, and says for Code and Bug to wait to them at the bar. And, well, then as Bug and Code are waiting at the bar, we see Code's 18-year-old guy side coming out, you know, like, ayo. She's saying to Bug, like, ayo, you think I got a chance? Ayo, you think I got a chance? And everyone's thinking, even in the real, like, ayo, do we got a chance? Yo. And basically, Bug explains, like, no, you don't love her. It's just one of her abilities. She freaking stole your heart, mate. And then, Coach, like, she stole my heart. Is that an ability? And then Bug's like, yeah. And then Coach, like, that's incredible. Yeah. And then, what's your face? Ida walks back in. It's just like, yeah, that's one of my abilities, and I don't really like it that much because it stopped me from, like, having true love. And also she explains her other ability, which would be how she knows all things. I can't remember the name right now, but basically she explains that, like, security cameras everywhere in the world. At any time, she can go anywhere in the world by transferring her mind to the security cameras all over the world, even though they're not really security cameras. They're just spots in the world where she can see everything and anything going on at the time. Super overpowered. She can snoop on anyone at any time she wants, without no repercussions, and ayo, that can lead to some weird situations, and I don't know how she says she gets bored of it, but hey, okay, she's maybe seen it all already. Okay. um and then coach like, is it anything really interesting happening or such in there? And then Ida's kind of rubbing salt into a coach room, like, oh yeah, I saw Ashiki die. Man, it was kind of pathetic. Man, he was kind of like a little bitch boy. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. Like, what the fuck? And then coach is like, you motherfucker, and just Ida keeps on rubbing the salt into the room, like, yeah, I don't know. He seems kind of weak, eh? Like the way that Kwaki kind of just squished him. Ooh, yeah, that was kind of nasty, don't you think? And then she's like, I wish I could show you, but sadly I can't. And then coach like, wow, your clairvoyance is pretty good, and that's the name of the ability, clairvoyance. So yeah. And then Ida's just like, yeah, you can get bored sometimes, when you see everything. And then she also explains, like, she can see, like, everything to things in the past, but at the same time, she doesn't, like, say, like, how long she can see into the past. Like, basically, Code just says, I guess it's to your birth, right? And then Ida says, I will not be giving you that information. You do not need to know it. And basically, this is just a good writing tactic so that they can't dig themselves into a plot hole later, so they can basically make the range anywhere she wants or anywhere that they need it to be until they put a set date, which they might not ever do. But basically, the only thing we do know for sure is that it can't be past her birth date. Okay? And then Code brings up, like, can she see the future? And then Ida's like, no, I cannot see the future. I do not have precognition abilities. And then basically, she explains how she knew that Code was going to visit her. And then Code says, really? And then Ida's like, yeah, call it my female incognition. And basically, they start talking about the how they're gonna break the limiters, because they both have limiters on it, not just Code, but so does Ida. That Amato placed on him. And then Code's just like, oh well, this is gonna be easy, right? We just gotta find out the code. You can use like a transformation jutsu, and then you just say the code and we'll be good because it uses his eye retina. So if we just use transformation jutsu, it's easy, no problem, no harm, no foul. And then Ida's like, nah, you little sucker, it's not gonna be that easy. He fucking enhanced his eye. He has Robotech in there. You can't use Robotech to transform into him. It doesn't work. So you're gonna need his real eye and him in person, not a transformation jutsu. And basically this is just setting up a safe wall so that someone can't bring that up later. But also it brings in the fact that what if Amato is completely ninja techified and just happens to be as strong as Jigen, if not stronger already, and he's just waiting for the perfect time to attack. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And he's just using like Konoha as a decoy, kind of, to make him see like he's in like he's weak, like he needs protection. But in retrospect, he could probably take down Code and like it's a possibility. That's just a theory that I'm throwing out there. And then we get into like a little tidbits like, ayo, Coach asking Ida like, ayo, you like me, or what's up with that? Like, huh? You like me, huh? And then Bugs like, and then Ida explains her ability of stealing people's hearts, and like whenever she meets someone, they instantly fall in love with her almost, unless for two exceptions, which would be if they're in bloodline or they have a Suzuki. Which also, it brings up another thing that I forgot to mention during the scene with Naruto and Amato, which Amato brought up the fact that he had a daughter that died 12 years ago, and it kind of almost setting up for Ida to be Amato's daughter. and that Amato put the fact that anyone falls in love with her besides family and Atsuki to avoid Jigen or Shiki to fall in love with her, and also to avoid him falling in love with his own daughter, which would kind of be weird. So I understand why they put that in there. But this also opens up another plot hole, like why not just make it so Atsuki can fall in love with her, so then she could just use Ishiki to like and tell him to stop, with the God Tree plan and just to be with her, just to stop that. And then, all's well and done. So it's just like either a plot hole or, just like something that proves more, furthermore, that Model's not what he says he is. Then Code kind of like in a pissy voice, just like, oh man, okay, well, I didn't want you anyways. It's alright. And then we get to the part with how Ida explains why she wants revenge on Imato, and the reason being is because she can never feel true love in her life anymore, because everyone just instantly falls in love with her. It doesn't matter what gender they are or preferences, they just instantly fall in love with her, because at the moment they see her, she can control the heart, basically. Which also brings in the fact, like, how Naruto and Sasuke gonna deal with that. Like, the only two people that can really deal with that is Boruto and Kawaki. So it's kind of like, it's kind of weird there. I'm interested to see how that works. But yeah, she basically explains why she hates Amato. And then she also brings up the fact that when she saw Kawaki, like, killing Urashiki, how she kind of felt like butterflies in her stomach. So yeah, turns out that Ida likes Kawaki because, first off, probably because he killed Ashiki and maybe she didn't like Ashiki, and also since Kawaki is like 80% Atsuki, her powers won't work on her. So if Kawaki does end up liking Ida, then it would actually be true love instead of, fake love, which is going to be rare. And then Coach like also brings up Boruto and how he's a Atsuki, and then Ida's like, well, yes, I would like Boruto too, but I am a monogamous woman, so you can use Boruto for the God Tree, and I'll take Kawaki. Deal? Sounds good. So basically have that, and then for the final panel of the chapter, we have Code and Ida saying a toast, and to gonna be taking down Naruto, Chi, and Sasuke. Basically, they're just having a toast to their team up. So yeah, overall, I actually really like this chapter. Also for the setup for Ida, like she's already like gone over with me. Like, hey, her character design, one of the best female character design in Boruto right now. Only matched really with Hinata maybe, but even Hinata looks a little weird in here. So it's like, she just has the best female character design in the manga right now. So good job on the manga artist. I can't remember the name right now, so yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, good job on the art for her, and just the overall setup chapters. Even though we had like 3 setup chapters now, we need that because it's been like nonstop fighting for like the past year now. So we do need these months of setup chapters, so when we get to fighting again, it doesn't feel rushed. So yeah. Overall, a really good chapter. I really liked it. An 8 out of 10 for me. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, or not. You have free will. And yeah, with that, the anime signing off.